The pandemic has raised anxiety levels everywhere, and now with schools preparing to reopen, that anxiety is only expected to grow. Tonight, Scott Brazda shows us one nonprofit that's turning to video to help Acadiana rebound.
One of our taglines is "We believe we are better together," and we try to live that every day.
Beacon Community Connections does just that. It builds community through connections, through relationships. One of the way Beacon's getting it done during this pandemic is through a series of videos, one of them on trauma, another on collective loss, and yet a third on going back to school.
This week, we're talking about anxiety, and in particular, anxieties that families may be facing with the return to school.
The video's idea started with a series of meetings with other nonprofit organizations.
Kept hearing from social workers, clinicians, stuff that mental health, it's a big deal. It's going to get bigger. People are, there's a lot of mental health that we're not addressing in our community. And we just started talking. I was like, well, what if we did some short videos that just were informative, and everybody was like, well, that's a great idea.
Beacon has now done 3 collaborative videos since mid-June: trauma among frontline workers with Family Tree, dealing with collective loss with Hospice of Acadiana, and the one released this past Friday on the start of school with Dr. Paul Friedberg.
Paul starts off talking about just what is anxiety? What does it look like in adults? What does it look like in kids? And then basically goes into like, how do you talk to your kids about anxiety? And
the informative videos are available online. And there's one other important service provided by Beacon Community Connections. This involves cutting through red tape, benefit enrollment, which is something especially important during the pandemic.
So you need help figuring out a SNAP application, unemployment, Medicaid, just give us a call and we'll help you.
For Beacon, it's all about connecting the dots, assessing your needs, and finding partners to fulfill those needs.
That's what we've continued to do since we started Beacon, is really just look, who wants to help us on our journey? Because we can't do it by ourselves. Nobody can do it by themselves, I don't think.
In Lafayette, Scott Brazda, KATC TV3.